They're not even fucking sorry. But can you imagine all of a sudden to hear one day, guess what? Mom and Peter are fucking dead. Yeah, somebody went into their house or their fucking motorhome or whatever. They poured gasoline on them. They lit a match. And we had a fucking barbecue. Wow. Can you imagine? I can imagine putting myself in this place, how it would make me feel if I heard that somebody did that. It would be like, wow, there is justice in this world. And an incredible weight would be lifted off my shoulders, and I would be able to go on with my life. Yeah, I had a lot of fucking problems, but I got stuck on this one thing. I got stuck because there's this need that I have. This need, it's not a want. It's a fucking need, and I wish it wasn't, but it is. It's a need for revenge. It's a need for justice. Because I can't go on like this. So, I can imagine how I would feel. How liberating it would be. And I hope that if I'm successful, I mean, I can't see how it wouldn't have this effect on people, you know? And anything you talk about the family would end up like, oh, but Jesus Christ, they got what they deserved. That's worth dying for. Even the thought, even the attempt at bringing that about for people, that gift to give them is worth dying for. You bet it is. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try. I'm going to try my very best. Now, there is one problem though, and that is that as I go on my merry way, I am not going to hurt or try to hurt any law enforcement. And that's going to be really tough to do this without doing that. But that's where I draw the line. I'm not going to hurt them. I'm not going to try to hurt them. I respect law enforcement. The justice system has let us down. However, those cops are out there putting their lives on the line for us. And I must say, yeah, there's some fucked up cops out there, but I'm thankful for them and I respect them. I got to know INS agent. He's a really cool guy at my range. It's where I went to get my concealed weapons permit. And I was so glad I did that, because even though I don't really carry my gun around, because my gun's for only one purpose, really, even though I have all these bullets, I guess I figured it's better to have them and not need them. But really, I only need one, and that's for myself. So I don't carry my gun around, but I'm so glad that I went to that concealed weapons permit class because I learned so much. I learned about the law. One cool thing I learned, and this is something that our instructor brought up out of the blue, was that here in our great state of Arizona, Jesus land, as some people call it, if you catch an adult sexually abusing a minor, if you catch them in the act, you can walk up to them and execute them, and it be a justifiable homicide, a legal shooting. You better damn well be able to prove that it was actually happening, or you're going to be fucked. But the law still stands. It's legal. And that brings a smile to my face every time I fucking think about that. But you know what? My instructor said, that's too good for them. It's too good for them just to walk up and put a bullet in their head. This is a normal dude, you know? And I looked around, everybody in the class were vigorously shaking, nodding their heads and saying, yeah, that's fucking right. You know, these are normal people. They're talking about walking up and blowing somebody's head off for doing it once. Well, what does that tell you? Maybe I'm not so weird after all, you know? Now, of course, you got to catch them in the act, and, well, you know, it's a little late for that for us. But the truth is, that's the way people think. That's the way people think about these sick, fucked up perverts. Just get them out of the way. That's why Boondock Saints, if y'all have a chance to see that movie, it's excellent. I've watched that movie so many times. It's just, Yeah, you just get sick and fucking tired. Now, they weren't really executing child abusers. They were executing drug dealers, murderers, mafia, all that kind of shit. But anyway, you know, it's funny, people don't really seem to care that much when those kind of people start dropping like flies. It makes the world a safer place. But that's not why I'm doing it, to make the world safer. I'm doing it for justice. I'm doing it for myself. And I'm doing it for a lot of other people who would like to see these fuckers go down. So, anyway, here I am. I've been lucky, though, I guess, in some ways. You know, came here. I was expecting to come here and have to pull sort of like a 47 running kind of thing. Where, you know, to avenge the death of their lord, they had to, you know, become vagrants and, you know, bums, basically, for 2 years or whatever. So I guess I'm lucky I didn't have to wait that long. It just shows how stupid this fucking cultists are, you know? Even after all I wrote, even the last thing that I wrote on Moving On, where I was trying to get some help with this. But you know what? I was kind of glad that I didn't get any help with this, even though I wanted it, because to me, I mean, I was as clear in that as I could be without actually spelling it out. And I'm glad, you know, I'm glad that others of us haven't gotten to the point that I've gotten to where we really don't have anything to lose. You know, I'm happy because what it tells me is that, you know, people still have hope, that they're still going on. This one guy called me the other day, he said that, and he knew what I meant right off the bat from reading that. He said that we're dropping like flies. Well, I don't know if we're exactly dropping that fast, but yeah, people are going out. I don't know. I think it's kind of easy to just one night, you know, just one day, just decide to end it, just do it. But I think it's pretty fucking hard to do what I'm trying to do and like plan to where I know that, you know, not really knowing when, but soon I'm going to have to go. I don't know. It's hard or not. It's a lot harder than I thought it would be. But, yeah, I don't really have anything to lose, I think. And, I don't want to go through my life the way it is now. I've tried for 4 years. Sure, it's not long. Feels like a fucking lifetime. It feels like a goddamn lifetime to me. And every day, you know, if it had just gotten a little better, even emotionally, mentally for me, it would have been okay. It would have given me hope. But it's gotten worse. Every fucking day has been a little worse than the day before. Kind of reminds me of that movie Office Space, where he's talking to the hypnotherapist. And he says that. So every day has been a little worse than before. And the guy goes, oh, that's fucked up. And then he catches himself and apologizes. But yeah, it's fucked up. It's really fucked up. But hey, it's life. And we're going to play the hand that we're dealt. So, anyway. Like James Penn would say, it's time to get busy living or get busy dying. Yeah, James Penn got busy living. I guess I'm trying to get busy dying. But, you know, people die. They do. Every day. Every day. It's going to happen to everybody, you know. Sometimes I wish that, you know, I'd get the Braveheart speech from somebody. But it's true, you know. I feel like we're in a war here. It's not necessarily a literal war, like I'm making it, but it's a war nonetheless. I feel like every one of us who is left and in some way speaks out, in some way tries to help somebody, in some way tries to help ourselves, is a soldier in this war. It's a war on terror, because these fuckers are the real terrorists. You know, Bush and Kerry get up there on their campaign platforms, and they both talk about how they're going to hunt down Al-Qaeda terrorists and kill them. And kill them. That's what they said. Hunt them down and kill them. Well, you know, my question is, you know, what about these, you know, fucking perverts? You know, aren't they the real terrorists? Terrorizing little kids? Driving them to suicide? Isn't that like murdering them, basically? If you fuck with their mind so much that they can't go on, they really can't go on. Isn't that like killing them?